You're going to get the highest value content in crypto, but first, I would politely like you to sit down and shut up. No soy. I want your posture straight. I want your elbows sharpened and pointy. Ha! I'm going to show you something. They are starting to wake up. Who is they? You'll see. Friends are starting to realize what I've been telling you for almost 2 years. I have been telling you this for 2 years, friends. We're going to speak about the ISM and business cycle, and you're going to sit down and you're going to enjoy this big fat banana because you need your vitamin B. Sminston. What goes down must come up. Mr. Sminston says, lots of great work coming out today on the Bitcoin correlation with the PMI, the ISM manufacturing index. He says, I analyzed the full data set of the PMI from 1948. Mr. Sminston concludes, wow, this is the longest running contraction in the index's history. If only I had a friend wearing a green jumper right now with very, very sharpened, pointy elbows who has literally been yelling from the rooftops for 1.5 years straight. Now, friends, it's not just about this. We're here to share. We're here for friendly hugs, family-friendly hugs, okay? Not Uncle Peter Schiff or Jeffrey Epstein styles, family-friendly hugs. Okay? We're here to learn together. We're here making each other better. We're leveling each other up. Okay? Abundance mindset. Okay? We are flowers in the garden. We don't want all the other flowers to be stepped on so we can grow. We don't like that. Okay? Scum like that, you can go out there. Go enjoy your soy field of soybeans. Okay? We're in a garden. We want everything to grow with us together. All right. And maybe one of us will grow into a big tree. And from the tree, the branches will, of course, extend out glasses of orange juice. The average contraction length is 1.1 years in the business cycle. We are now 2.92 years into the current one. Can you believe that? The average contraction, that means it's about 12 to 13 months. That is pretty much, if you correlate with crypto, it's meant to be 12 to 13 months. We are now near month 30. We are actually month 36. And we're going to go month 37. It's literally the biggest outlier of all time. I'm actually going to show you this on the chart. Mr. Sminston has shown it. Look at this, friends. See this rectangle? This is the PMI, the history. This is the chart I always show you, okay? Look where we are, friends. We are literally, look how far in the third standard deviation. It's literally black swan levels, okay? So what do we do? Okay, do we cry fag? Look, man, I totally get it, dude. I totally get it. If you feel robbed, if you feel like the universe is out to get you, we're cursed, I totally get it, man. I'm with you. I totally get it. I'm just letting you know, the sooner you can accept that, yelling out there to people who are your brothers and sisters who are trying to fight the war against soy with you, yelling at the rest of us is not doing you any favors. We're here. We accept responsibility. No crying in the casino. Please, when you go, use the bathroom. I don't want to see you guys step on the seats anymore, friends. The other day I was in the shopping center. I had to go through 3 different public urinal bathrooms of the shopping center. Not actual cubicles, okay? Not actual cubicles. Okay, friends. I had to go change levels, go to the other side of the shopping center because you guys don't know how to take a shit without standing on the toilet seat. How the hell is poop landing on the seat? We are trying to make society better with one good, pure heart at a time. You and I are here to make it, okay? I want you to know, we see the business cycle. This is pretty much what's happened. It's what has been bestowed upon us, right? Doing this type of weird turbo leverage is not your answer to it, okay, friends? So what people try to do is to get a bit more antsy-pantsy. Okay, before I even go back to, I'm going to show you the business cycle stuff again. I just want to show you, look at this. This guy lost $43 million due to looping leverage. This whale, I mean, oh my gosh, friends, look at his whale. It looks like 0x4EDO. Friends, that literally looks like the word pedo. Oh my gosh. This guy generated a wallet address that says pedo. Jeez. My gosh. I know who your favorite uncles are. Hey? Jeez. So this guy looped loans to borrow and buy Ethereum and wrap Bitcoin. He's lost $68 million in 3 months. Wow. Actually, and in the past 3 days, he sold 18,000 ETH to repay his debt. He took another $25 million loss. Jeez, man. Jeez. Look, friends, I get it. I get why people flock to this stuff. Because it's tough, man. I get it's tough, man, because you're like, man, how much longer is the cycle? Surely it's going to turn up. I get it, man. I get it. I completely understand. But doing this type of non-believer stuff is not the right answer. Now, as you know, friends, I always show you the PMI chart like I just showed you for Mr. Sminston. Exactly what we looked at. We're at month 36. Okay. I want you to know, friends, we are truly in Black Swan territory. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put the Black Swan. I've actually got a Black Swan emoji right here. And I've kept it family friendly by making a box around here just so we understand what's going on. Okay. It's a Black Swan. So you get it. This is not normal. Okay. This is not normal. That's why, yeah, we've hit this 4-year cycle point. I get it. People say, hey, it's been 4 years. Time to get out. All right. And they might say, hey, why are you guys still enjoying lollipops? And I say, hey, there's girls too. Why are we still holding? Is it cope? Is it hope? Is it disbelief? Is it denial? What is it? Everybody's got their own reasons. My reason is that I still think prices are cheap. Okay? I'm not here for the time. I don't care about the time. I still think prices are cheap. Okay? Because we've been in a bear market for 4 years. I know everyone's like, oh, you know, what about the Bitcoin price action? You can, once again, please go suck a fat banana. I don't care. Okay, I know in everyone's minds are like, oh, when Bitcoin does one thing, altcoins must do this. Okay, but you're also the person who said Bitcoin can't break the all-time high before the Bitcoin halvening, and then it did. There's many things we've seen that should never have been able to allow to happen before. Okay, but they did, all right? Some weird stuff's also happening out there in the macro markets, friends. So we've seen like, you know, US bonds and stuff looking like they're finally ready to rally. I just want to show you, this is the macro chart of the US bonds. Just so everyone knows, friends, this is not when the bonds, they're not priced as yield. So I used to trade these, right? They're priced at, so so bonds will rally when markets drop. Right? Okay, so because people are chasing the bond which hands you out a yield. So as the yield goes down, so as they cut rates, okay, the bond will go up. The bond price. This is bond futures, okay? All right. They are not priced as the yield. Okay, because you normally, when you see, oh, they've cut rates, so the yield goes down. No, but the bond price is inverted to the yield. Okay, because it's handing you out a coupon, and then people have a demand to grab that yield. So when S&P 500 falls, you see bonds going up, or when the US major loser power, the US Fed, when they cut rates as well, bonds get upbid because they're going to give you less yield. Remember, less yield, higher price. All right, so they're inverted out here. I want you to remember as well, it's zero or hero. Winter bears have sold. What do you think about this? There's a lot of winter bears out here, zero or hero. It's kind of funny, fans. Actually, Vitalik is looking cooler now. He's literally got the alien glasses. I think this is AI. I think it is, but for some reason, he's just got a different vibe about him. I'll write it all to zero if I have to. Crypto's a video game, and the ending is totally worth it when we kill the final boss. Okay, out here, I've got some feet for your friends. I know some people enjoy heels. Okay. Also, friends, let me know if you like ponytails. It's quite controversial, right? Not every dude's into ponytails. I'm just curious what everyone thinks. Of course, Lara Croft from PlayStation 1. These were back in the days, friends. These are back in the days playing these games. Crypto's a video game. It's a simulation. It's a matrix. Weird stories and concurrent stuff are appearing. Yes, it's kind of crazy. We don't have like these 15,000 buttons where we have to control the Death Star. It's literally, we're all in this together, and we just got to hold. Okay? Business cycles still poop. Now, another reason why I think crypto is like criminally undervalued. Another thing, first of all, friends, when crypto's under 3 trillion, and I think it's going to 10, I'm not getting out because everyone says, oh, it's going to go down to 2 or 1.5 next year. Maybe it does, dude. Maybe it does. Bring it. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Totally accepted it. It's just in my mind, price is what you pay, value is what you get. I think the crypto industry is worth 10 trillion plus. I think stablecoin super cycle is juicy. I think Ethereum's worth $1 trillion asset, $1 trillion. That's $8,400. Personally, based off the network effects and everything in the future of finance and AI agents coming, and they're all going to use the crypto rails. They have to use the crypto rails. All the block space is going to get filled up because there's just going to be AI agents buying and selling stuff in the future. That's actually how all the block space is going to be filled up over time. We haven't even seen a renaissance period of that, friends. Just personally, so I can see the future. Yeah, it could be a long time away, but I don't give a crap. Okay, I'm still holding. Crypto is criminally undervalued. The McDonald's inflation was 200% in 6 years. Did you know that, friends? 3x. So here you have McDonald's price. Where to go? Straight in that guy's belly. Medium French fries went from $1.79 to $4.20 pretty much. McChicken from $1.30 to $3.90. A cheeseburger from $1 to $3.15. What is this criminality, please? Shout out to Hoggy Hog. The real bull run was the fries we served along the way. I don't eat there, but I assume these are New York prices. Yes, sir, it probably is. You know, McDonald's had to come out and address it. They go, no, it's not 100% true. There's a this and that. Actually, is 100% true. They did not even deny it. I also want to show you this as well, friends. The last time the US Fed stopped QT was in 2019. Just to remind you of this, okay? This is the OTHERS-btc chart, and right here's when they stopped QT, okay? OTHERS-btc was green. In the next 12 months, right, from August to August, 2019 August to 2020 August, out of 12 candles of months, 12 monthly candles, 10 were green. 10 out of 12. And look at the red ones. One of them was just a stall out. Another one was kind of like a needle thing. That's wild, huh? That's wild. Not saying it's going to repeat again. I just find it interesting that they stopped QT. And you know, nobody was looking for money printing back then. Yeah. You didn't have altcoiners going, oh, only buy altcoins because of money printing. Absolutely nobody was talking about that stuff back then. Only like Bitcoin and obviously me and everyone else was like, oh, Bitcoin's going high valuations, but nothing to do with altcoins. No, there was no even like whiff of what's going on. Okay, so it's not like people saw this balance sheet. Nobody even had this charted, by the way, the US Fed balance sheet. No one had it charted. So 10 out of 12 months is pretty good. But it's wild. They go, hey, what about the bear market next year? What about the bear market? We're in a bear market now. Yeah, man, I don't know how it's going to resolve itself. Just personally, like I said, man, like just Bitcoin, there's a lot of non-believers, man. I just don't know how they're going to weed it out. I know they have to get weeded out. There's a lot of non-believers in Bitcoin. And non-believers, digital asset treasuries and Bitcoin ETF top buyers who just use Ponzi leverage. To me, you're not as much as a believer as I think, dude. Compared to like altcoins, which have been in a bear market for 4 years, no ETF, nothing positive said about them. While the PMI is down below 50 for literally a black swan level of 36 months, that's mega, mega, mega cheap. And we know by the correlations, they correlate, friends. Remember, I've got this very, very juicy chart. A lot of you enjoy this chart as well. I made this for you because this one, it puts literally everything together. It's really cool, this one. It's this one right here, friends. It's this one right here, okay? I put this literally together for you. This shows you all these big macro indicators. Do you see that we can actually zoom in, right? I've got the key legend out here. This is the copper BTC ratio, okay? And you have, this is OTHERS-btc. The green one is OTHERS-btc, but you can type it in TradingView TOTO3 ES BTC. And then this is the PMI. See, they all peak together. They're correlated together. See that? They have their peaks together. And you actually have Bitcoin peaks together. Yeah? Crazy, huh? And if you were to do, I guess, Bitcoin dominance, it'd probably show you stuff like that as well. But you don't really need to. That's why you look at just OTHERS-btc. So that's why I'm holding now. Because I see... look at this, friends. Like if you look at the copper BTC ratio, which you can see up here, look how absolutely, friends, this thing is absolutely decimated. Look at it. We are at... Look at this is just destroyed. It made lower lows, the ratio against gold. Look when it actually went up. It was in March 2020. Oh, wow, interesting. It bottomed out on zombie virus 2020. And then it started moving up. And actually, look how long it took to peak. Very interesting as well. It took about, here you go, about 10 to 12 months. Yeah. What about here as well? It was July 2016. It had a peak in January 2018. Yeah, so about 12 to 18 months. Copper BTC. Once it confirms the bottom from the actual bottom. If this is the actual bottom right here for copper BTC ratio, if we just move forward, you know, like 12 months or something, there would be roughly, you know, like next year, October, November, December. But it hasn't turned up yet. It hasn't turned up. It's still in poopy time. That's why it's a believer cycle, you know. And many people, rightfully so, can see where they're coming from. Many people say, Somi, I get it, but I feel comfortable waiting for more actions for the US Fed, waiting for everything to be dead, and me getting a whiff of interest rates and quantitative easing, pricing. That's what pretty much they're all waiting for. All right. And look, it's fair enough. I just want to tell you something right now. Because right now, if you go back, you look at QT ending, right, which is here. We look at QT ending. If you waited for zombie virus up here, just to show you from the bottom, I don't know, that's a price they're willing to pay. Zombie virus, that's, by the way, that's assuming you bought, let's say the month after zombie virus, okay? 2 green months. This is up 90% against Bitcoin. All right? It's up 90%. So I just want to show you where let's actually go to the first month. It went up 50% from the end of the first month. So that would be like us going to 0.19 here. And then they maybe reassess. But I don't think it's going to give it to you easy, personally. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a disbelief run because altcoins, it's not a 3-year bear market. They've been going down for 4 years. So when they start going up, I know the psychology of everyone. I'm here every single day. And I can smell them too. Right? Open your nostrils. You can smell them, friends. They're not, no way they're buying altcoins. No way. Because they're in disbelief. Okay? They're going to be saying, how can... That's why, disbelief. I don't believe altcoins are going to successfully continue rallying from here as they go up because Bitcoin's in a bear market. Because the structure's still broken. Because the US Fed hasn't done the quantitative easing. And they're going to say, oh, the QT is not equal to QE. Okay, the QT ending is not the same. I can see that around the corner. This is very traditional of markets. Only strong believers who are like, look, man, I'm just going to take a punt. Things are going to get better. They're the ones that actually get the good prices, all right? So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Don't forget to love your friends. Catch you soon.